Going into this wine bar, knowing that the ladies are gonna have the power to eliminate. We're getting close to the end of this journey.
I know these relationships starting to get real interesting.
Yes.
Talk to me.
I invited him to my spa. I would like for him.
I had a date with Randall. I still didn't get any clear answers. He's just overwhelmed.
Jamala, you getting the same confusion or what?
No, it just takes work. You gotta be willing to put in the work, right? For me, I like to get my hands dirty.
It sounds like some of these men still trying to figure it out. This week, you're gonna call in the reinforcements. Family. I ain't gonna take up too much more of y'all's time. Y'all got dates.
They're the ones who I want to tell me if this is the perfect guy for me.
Hello, handsome.
How you doing? Meeting Brandy's parents, I'm feeling a little nervous. It's very important for me to make her parents like me, so I hope it goes well.
She most definitely been talking about you, bro.
I hope it's some good things.
Everything been good so far.
Only thing I think was the flight attendant thing. Yeah.
So how do you feel about her job?
I don't feel good. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I don't want to be cheating by myself. You gotta give me some advance notice.
I can make my schedule how I want my schedule to be. He clearly wasn't listening. He wanted to come out, I'ma flew him out to every layover if he wants.
It is what it is. So whatever she wants to do, I'm just gonna support it.
Oh, okay.
Brandy's job is kind of, strict.
Yeah.
You ain't into drugs or nothing like that. Right.
When Brandy's dad asked me, do I do drugs? Only drug I'm into is Brandy.
You get high from
That's
me?
it.
I've never seen her in a quote-unquote steady relationship. You will be the first.
Trying to be.
How do you feel about having other children?
Oh! She asked me, how many kids do I have? I said 3. And I said, well, how many you want? She said, I want 2. And I said, I guess I have 5 kids.
All right.
I answered all their questions. I bought them gifts. So I definitely feel like I won Brandy's parents over.
I like him, but
Real nice
he was
guy.
saying all the right stuff. Is he saying too many right things?
No, you my daddy, so I can understand that you thinking like that, but
Right.
So
right, that's
overall, you think he's a good guy for me.
Yeah.
Mike absolutely made a great impression.
I'm riding with y'all.
All right.
But he does have his other connection. Boy, you gonna get cut off if you saying the same stuff to her people.
So you've been dating a couple of guys, so you just...
No. I have a great time with him. Something is missing though. If you say, we know what our issues are because we both have these alpha personalities.
Nice
That's
to
what
meet
Swayze.
you.
Megan.
I was kind of skeptical. For the most part, it's going well. But our communication, what? She never let me get the finish so she could see.
Never.
She just did it again.
Sometimes Swayze thinks he's right, and then in my mind, I want to call him out on it. What does he want from me?
Relax, okay?
I'm asking.
Just relax.
What you see with her with personality, that's her. So it don't bother me.
What are you asking me?
Things that we have talked about. Like, what is your ideal?
No, you just said it.
When we speak on a future level, he shuts off.
You're gonna go home and you're gonna process this. So I really wanna hear from you.
I seriously learned a lot.
You guys have to figure out how you're gonna navigate around that whole thing.
Right. I don't want to have to dumb
To me,
myself
that-
down.
You're gonna be giving a part of yourself to this guy and his child. So what do you think?
I don't know.
How are you? So you know I'm in this process.
Okay.
There are other ladies involved as well,
And we just hoping that he's really honest about,
where he wants to be. Here he is.
Okay.
Well, this is Brandy.
Going into this date to meet Jamala's family, I'm not gonna say that I was like super excited. I didn't like what went on in the house. You can't just run in here to admit it.
So while she's tickling your scrotum.
So we want to get into the nitty gritty.
What drew you to my sister?
She was the first one. I seen her walk through the door.
She mentioned to me about an incident on the getaway.
The women are flocking.
I think that if another female is trying to step over my sister's toes, you need to know how to curb her.
It's a two-way street.
Elaborate.
She's up here with it, and I kind of move like that. So it's just getting her to realize that you don't have to control everything.
On behalf of my husband, though, I had wrote some stuff here.
This is uncharted waters.
When things get hard in a relationship, how are you going to handle it?
Communication has always been like my problem. Luckily, it's easier to talk to her.
Can you protect and provide for her?
Yeah, I think so.
Our father's very protective. Yes.
How is she in her past relationships? How is she dealing with conflict?
When she loves hard. She's going to give you everything that she got. I like what I see.
It did relax me a little more. I want to thank y'all for coming.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna hug you, so you know.
As face value right now, we can't see his heart.
I'm happy that Randall met my mom and my sister.
Hey, Daddy. How are you?
Great.
He's being so cool about everything, and it's like, I want to see the serious side.
You think he cute? I thought I was cute.
Did that work?
Wasn't nothing better than me. Yeah.
My dad comes from a history of being a player.
You're beautiful.
Thank you. Is this for me?
One's for you. I thought I was gonna meet your mother today.
My mom's not feeling well.
You don't have nothing for Dad?
Got you a mug.
Yeah.
Nice to finally meet you, sir.
Meeting him, I wanted to make sure that he walked away knowing me and knowing why his daughter means so much to me.
Finally nice to see how it all started.
Yeah, you got siblings? More house. Married?
I've never been married.
I know you had a ball then.
I'm happy that I met her. I like the fact that she has very strong family values. Because that's how I come strong with.
Okay.
I wanted him to say, she's funny, she's open, things that are really truly me. I'm not feeling like this person is really seeing me for me.
How do you feel about a woman that go out here and get what she needs?
I've always been attracted to powerful, independent women. They don't need me for jack.
So I just want to help y'all out. I need clarification on that because if we're in a relationship, we have to need each other for something.
No, I'm just saying, I'm just saying you're self-sufficient.
Speaking of in that context.
Yeah, we're talking about that. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Yeah,
I just feel
don't
like...
be upset with your day. He's
I'm
being
not
natural.
upset. I came here for answers and to be serious.
What else can I say?
Sharice was getting perturbed as we were getting along.
What I'm hearing so far, I like it.
I don't feel like you know enough about him.
I just get some good vibes.
You giving me the green light?
That yellow light is really flashing.
The good thing is that applies to both of us.
Mainly Reese, because she can be very challenging. She gotta have her way.
You must have some idea of what you want to ask. If it's that important, then why don't you say it?
Yeah, I was gonna get married or something, I would say, do it.
You would give me away that quick.
Based on what he said.
3 or 4 questions.
And this gentleman has been to Morehouse.
I like that one.
Okay, well, so glad you guys got to meet.
It's been a true pleasure, sir. I felt like he got a good understanding of who I am. However, for a father to tell a man that his daughter can be challenging, it just made me wonder, if you can't get along with your father, how are you expecting to get along with me for a lifetime?
I'm glad you like Samson.
Yeah, all right. Remember I was telling you before, I know in front of her parents, yes ma'am, no ma'am. As soon as they went upstairs, I had their daughter behind the couch. You know what I mean?
You see yourself in him, right? I knew it. I knew my dad was gonna have a strategy. You think he's somebody I should...
Push, yeah.
Tommy wants us to introduce our family to our connections.
Hey, honey.
You look beautiful. Thank you. Y'all look great.
How we doing?
Hi. Great, how are you?
This is my mom, Deborah. This week, the ladies have the power. So I'm hopeful that my parents can help me decide who I should focus on. Because I need it at this point, for real.
Your day been going good so far?
It's still early, right?
Still early.
She's over there with Mike, that's fine, but how does she really feel about me?
Hello.
Kayla comes from, I believe, a well put together family.
Were you nervous coming to meet us?
Not really, and she speak highly of you guys.
We have a very short time to learn a lot about you.
You're right. You were married. You don't have any daughters, right? I got 2 girls and a boy. When you're sitting in my position, what are you going to be looking for? Just basically in his eyes, and just see how serious this intention with my daughter would be. The intention is definitely to get to know Kayla.
Kayla, to have an interest in you, you need to really take that serious. Because if we're going to bring you into our family...
I don't mind coming.
Okay, say that again.
What are you looking for?
Big-hearted, people who are just like really, really caring. And then when we get in those tough situations, like still speak your mind.
I really know Kayla, and I just only heard you mention one of her attributes. Tell me about this connection.
You got me in a pressure cooker, man. Most of the time when she's like talking, I'm kind of like just listening and try to understand like how she's really feeling.
Are we at I'm talking to somebody else?
I am talking to someone else.
Let's talk about your other connection.
In other words, what you gonna do? The process is still actually going on. Kayla, we wasn't as strong as we was now. So it jumped all the way up to an 8.
I have 3 connections, to be honest.
So you got 3?
Yeah, there's
Well, had 3.
Aren't you lucky?
If you could change one thing about Kayla, what would you change? We actually communicated so much, it's not now I actually changed. That's a pretty strong statement.
Would you change anything about the other connection?
With her, I just have to do just a little bit more reassuring.
Do you want somebody who needs it? And I'm giving you something to think about.
It gives more pentagram.
When Mike says he has no issues with me, but he had something that he would change about Brandy, it did give me a little hope.
Can I trust you with her?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a very trustworthy person.
So you're gonna define the word with the word?
Yeah.
No, you can't do that.
Are you ready for love?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm ready to be with someone, have a partner for sure.
How do you define love, Randall?
I mean, I give you a word, like love feels like home to me. With my grandparents.
Your grandparents raised you?
Yeah. I mean, my mom did too.
How about your dad?
My dad, he was cool, but he was there sparingly, to be honest.
He spoke well of him, even though he wasn't there.
Right.
So I want to big up you on that. That says a lot.
The Q&A session with Kayla's parents was tough, but at the same time, I enjoy being with people like that. Leaving this process, everything's still in the same place. Do I like Kayla? Absolutely. I'm investing in Jamala, so I don't know what to do.
Which quality is the most important? The one quality is how she treats a man. Actually, that's a characteristic. That's not a quality. Technically. That was a good question, but I have to really get going. Dr. Ward. I didn't expect none of this. I don't feel like Kayla needs reassurance.
What is the rating between Mike and between Randall?
In terms of self-confidence, Randall is not sure. Mike is sure. Randall did kind of know what he was looking for. Mike is a little hesitant.
And you know that's not the case with me. Even with my parents' feedback, I am the one that has to be in the relationship. And my mind says Randall. That makes the most sense.
A cocktail or just Tito straight?
You know me, mama.
It's our first date. It's not like me on the chopping block or
Me on the chopping block.
It's hot.
You hot? What you scared of? What did she tell you about me?
What type of romance you want?
Come on.
I really want to know.
Seriously, I don't know.
What your plans, your future, what you ideally like that's not you.
I would just feel like it was too early for all that.
If I said I wanted to, at the end of this process, have sex, is that too early?
You know, it's never too early for sex. Katie and I are on bad terms yet again. I'm sorry about Cookie. When I took you away from your other connection.
You want to?
He needs me to baby him. Come on, let me put you on my shoulder and rock you. Like, he needs that. And unfortunately, in my mind, I'm thinking, this is done.
All right now. Did you know one of your legs was out? How y'all feeling after having your families poking around in your love business? How was that?
It was good. They asked the questions that needed to be asked, and my dad asked, was he on drugs? What? Why?
How did Mike respond?
Mike has dated every woman here, and that's been hard for me. He also told me that Kayla's parents, when they asked, what could you change about Kayla, he said nothing. But when asked what you would change about me, he said the reassurance.
Do you feel confident with Mike about after the process, after the journey?
He's expressed to me that that is what he wants to is real.
Okay.
We spent a lot of time together in this process. I think I've seen him more than anyone else, actually.
Yep.
Tell me about yours.
It was both my mom and dad, and they met both Mike and Randall.
Mike and Randall.
My parents are very, direct. Randall wasn't even fully in his seat before my dad was asking questions. But the question wasn't being answered. With Mike, it was completely different. They were coming at him the same kind of hard kind of way, and Mike was just like, oh no, I got this. But they liked them both.
I'm at the crossroad of, do you have the potential to lead me to hell? Or do you have the potential to really come into who you are?
I can't wait for your daddy to meet Randall.
Yes.
She likes him, and her negatives were he needs to work on his patience and obviously communication, the same thing that we've already talked about. We know we want the end goal, but I don't know if we are on that same miles per hour. It's like trying to have a conversation with him about where he wants to go. It's like he was here at the question in my mind. I'm in 2025, baby.
I think you're way much further than he is. You want a plan.
Right.
Let's do this. Let's sit down and put together a plan.
Right.
You do not plan. It's a wrap.
Yeah. Right. I'm definitely going to take the advice that Tommy's given me. This last deliberation, I really feel like we could just cut to the chase. Let me know what your expectations are. Let's wrap this circus on up.
Sharice.
You said you need to make sure that he's not hiding something. I think you should be cautious.
What do you think Samson is not showing you?
The attention that I need.
Do you see a future with Samson?
I'm torn. My gut tells me I deserve somebody who's gonna love me for me.
Absolutely.
You do?
I'm not gonna bring up the gifts. But it's just the feeling that he feels the same about everybody.
I mean, you and I and Looney weren't sitting there meeting his ex by accident.
For no reason. He was like, it was only gonna be me. He texted me and said, I don't want any other woman in this process. It's always been you.
Samson is full of Me and Samson was talking on the phone.
This is where it gets good.
He says, Kay, I don't want you to leave. There is definitely something between me and you. I'm like, huh?
Is it hard to hear all this, considering he's your main connection?
Yes.
You should write down all of his good qualities. If he's willing to open up and say, okay, there's some things I can change about myself. Let's move forward. But you got to decide your next step. Look 9 months down. What you see?
Knowing that I have the power to eliminate is definitely stressful. Hi.
The seat taken?
No.
All right. Sharice is looking at me, and I can tell that there's something pending. Looks so nice tonight.
Thank you.
You got the Run DMC necklace on.
So silly.
There's a chance I'm going to be told, Samson, you're not ready to love. However, her father approves of me, so it should be fine.
Today was
Eventful?
difficult
It was difficult? Why?
because of some of the things that were said. Brandy, for one, said that at one point you told her that she was the only one for you. Kadian said that you were interested in her.
So maybe I need to become better at communicating.
It is me, right?
I see her face becomes like a mean mug. She's questioning me and my character. It should be the other way around. My foot didn't go in anyone's mouth.
The impression I got was that maybe you weren't really feeling me.
Well, you know what? When I'm in the lounge with Tommy and the guys, I'm not really listening to what they're saying about you, because if I did, you'd be gone.
Really?
Zoe talking about Sharice is fake. Mike saying kids are not baggage. Your dad told me it was going to be a challenge. I welcomed it.
You don't
it was
have
Swayze,
any...
it was Zoe, it was Mike, it was everybody.
That's fine.
Okay.
Blah,
Dudes
blah,
being
blah,
all
blah,
negative.
blah. This is why you couldn't get intimate with me, because you don't like me.
The difference
Between
between
me and
you,
you.
I'm not paying attention to the chatter.
It's not chatter, it's people's feelings.
What about the guys' feelings?
The ladies, we are in control right now.
I didn't come to dinner to talk about ladies. I've come to talk about us.
Well,
we
there's
have
not
good
going to
times.
be any of us.
Yeah? You wouldn't have your father
what,
coming to town to meet me. Why you waste all of our time?
You think your time was wasted? What about mine?
I'm not walking away.
You are. You know why? Because you're not ready to love.
I'm not ready to love.
It's all about you, Samson. 50-year-old man acting like a child. I don't have time to be frustrated.
No one's told me that I'm fake.
Go ahead.
I don't think you're ready to love either. If you're giving up on this, she made her decision, and I'm okay with it because I feel like I dodged a bullet. Why are you staying?
Because I'm going to get up when I get ready.
In this process, I've learned that I'm challenged with stupidity.